Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to explain you about transistors. One of the important topic from electronics. Before going to start, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel for upcoming videos. Let us start. So transistors, as we know, the name indicates it is a shortened form of transfer resistor. Transfer plus resistor, that makes the transistor. Transistor is a three-terminal device having two junctions. So there are two types of transistors. One is PNP transistor and another one is NPN transistor. So PNP transistor, which consists of thin N region sandwiched between two P regions. That's why the name PNP transistor. So NPN transistor consists of a thin P region which is sandwiched between two N regions. So both the transistors consist of three parts. So the middle thin region, which we call it as base, and the two regions are known as emitter and collector. So the which are the three parts here: emitter, base, and collector. We can just understand the PNP and NPN transistor with the help of these diagrams. This is for NPN transistor and this is for PNP transistor. So what is the symbol for NPN transistor? Here we can see the arrow mark. This is what emitter base junction, NPN, and here we can see the arrow mark is towards base. So this is base collector region. Okay. So here having base collector region and emitter base junction. So thus a transistor may be looked upon as double diode. As we know, PN junction diode, here NPN, PNP transistor, as we call three terminals, that's why it is called double diode. So what is emitter? Emitter is heavily doped and its function is to emit a large number of majority charge carriers. Here PNP, P means positive, majority carriers are holes and minority carriers are electrons. So holes in this case of PNP and electrons in case of NPN transistor, it forms a junction with base which is always under forward bias. Okay, base, how we can define it, is a thin and highly and lightly doped. It forms two junctions, emitter base and collector base junction. So always emitter base junction is under forward bias and collector base junction is under reverse bias. Then collector, it is doped between the emitter and base. Its function is to receive the charges, as the name collector. So it receives the charge carriers. Its length is slightly greater than emitter region to dissipate more quantity of heat. So it is to be noted that length of collector is greater than the length of emitter. It is greater than the length of base also. So we can write it as, so length of collector is greater than emitter and base. Action of NPN transistor, how PNP transistor is going to work. Then we can study about NPN. So PNP transistor with the battery is connected is shown in these two figures. Here emitter base is what PN junction is always under forward bias. So we can see the diagram here, emitter base collector. Here majority carriers are holes. So here PN junction is always forward bias and base collector is reverse bias. Under the forward bias, the holes in the emitter region are repelled by the positive terminal of the battery. Here this is positive terminal and this is negative terminal here. So of the battery and move towards the base. Some of the holes combine with the electrons in the base region. Since the base is very thin, small number of holes combine with electrons in the base region and form a base current IB. So in practice, 99% of the holes pass on to the collector region, which are received at base region. They are collected at collector region and to the terminal combines with holes forming collector current IC. So here the collector current is equal to what? IB plus IE. So always collector current is greater than emitter current because small quantity of current IB is leaked through the base. So inside the transistor, PNP transistor, holes are moving from emitter to collector through the base in the external circuit. The electrons are moving from collector to emitter. So this is the working principle of PNP transistor. So action of NPN transistor. So it is reverse of PNP. So the function of PNP transistor is quite similar, but the polarity of the batteries are changed, as we can understand with this diagram. So this is PNP arrow mark you can see here, and this is for NPN. The electrons from emitter are injected into base. A few of them are combined with the holes in base. The remaining electron diffuse into collector. So the current we have to note on here, the current in PNP transistor is due to what? Flow of holes, but in case of NPN it is due to electrons. So either in PNP or in NPN transistor, emitter base junction is always under forward bias. So the depletion region is reduced and resistance decreases, whereas the collector base junction is always under reverse bias. Thus resistance is transferred from emitter base region to collector base junction. So it is known as transfer resistor. That's why the name transistor, or we call it as transmitter. So it is known as polar device because current is due to both holes and electrons. So this is all about transistors, PNP and NPN transistor. I hope this information is helpful for you. If it is helpful, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.